Let's do it.
Got a big card coming up, UFC on Fuel 5. It's actually going on in the UK. You guys on Justin TV.
Well, it's a card.
It's a nice card.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a nice little. I don't know if I have
keep you
time.
busy.
It's a nice little Saturday.
It'll keep you busy. Check it out, 1 o'clock. I love the fact that it's on at 1. You can watch it whenever I want. You don't
man.
gotta
Isn't
stay
that
off the
great?
internet. It's beautiful.
That's great.
John Hathaway, 16-1 versus John Maguire. Man, got a real good matchup here. Hathaway, 16-1. He's never been put away. He fights countryman John Maguire. He's a high-level brown belt who can submit you anywhere. I think Maguire's got to get this to the ground. I don't think he can trade or stand and trade with Hathaway, rather. I think Hathaway's dangerous in the clinch, and I think he's going to win this anywhere. I believe he will. My pick is John Hathaway. Do you have it any different?
No, I got to go with you. Hathaway, I got him winning a unanimous decision. Let's be real here. Like John Hathaway, he could be a bit of a boring fighter. I'm calling this one nacho time. I said it earlier. If you're looking for a fight, if you're looking for a fight to go make your nachos, real quick. I mean, we're just skipping over Shea Mills and Bane Ludwig. I mean, that's
a fantastic fight.
I love that fight. I love Shea Mills in that fight.
I'm pulling for Bang big time.
I think Shea Mills wins via KO. There again, we're split right down the middle, baby. Both guys coming off a loss. I think Shea Mills is coming off a loss against a little better opponent. It's hard, Dan Hardy, Rory Mack. Anyway, I just wanted to get that fight in there. But
I think that's an excellent point. I'm glad you brought that up. Actually, I'm pulling for Bang. For me, I always go with the guys that have been around longer. That's just how I roll.
I love Shea Mills for some reason.
He's a great fighter.
Man. I think he's gonna win via KO. For the record, I had John Hathaway win a decision. If I didn't say that,
I like Hathaway.
I think he's
gonna
take him down and. But I'm not trying to insinuate that all ground fights are boring. I'm just saying. I think this one has the potential to be
it's just not
nacho
the
time.
best matchup on. I got you. No, I like Bang. The last couple fights, his camp is always quick to point out, hey, he's not just a guy that's going to stand and bang anymore. This guy's got credible, legit ground skills. So, I mean, he's a well-rounded fighter. He's coming off a little losing streak. I think he's a little better than what that record indicates the last few fights.
I would agree with that.
I look for him to bounce back. But once again, a lot of questions. We're going to see them all answered. That's why we love the game.
Yeah.
Coming up, we got Paul Sass, 13-0 versus handsome Matt Wiman.
Love yourself some Paul Sass, too.
Paul Sass
I wonder who you're picking on this
legit. 24-year-old Sass. It's funny because he's 13-0, 9 wins by triangle. He's coming off a Matt Wiman's coming off a controversial loss to Dennis Seaver, and he pulled a little Forrest Griffin there at the end. I think he stormed out of the octagon and took his ball and went home. But
yeah, he did.
Real tough test in Paul Sass, man. I think Wiman, he's a great fighter. He's well-rounded. The guy's a gamer. He's got a great chin, good hands. I think Paul Sass is jiu-jitsu. Which is funny because he's only a purple belt. When we see a guy win by triangle that many times, you'd assume he's a high-level black belt. Only a purple belt. For some reason, some people just see some move and they just, they set it up real well, and I think that's what's going to happen. Wiman's going to make a mistake. He's going to get caught. That's the way it's going down. Paul Sass.
So tonight, a
couple hours.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say.
A couple hours.
So in a couple hours, Paul Sass is the guy that's going to do what nobody's been able to do and submit Matt Wiman. I'm not really sure on this. I like Matt Wiman in this fight. I think Matt Wiman's good enough on the ground to not get sloppy and get caught in a submission. Paul Sass, no question, is legit on the ground. But I like Wiman in this fight. I don't know why. You know what? Matt Wiman, handsome Matt Wiman.
I can't take anything away from you. He's a great fighter. It wouldn't surprise me to see him win. But guy's 13-0. He's fighting in his hometown. Got to go with the chalk on this one.
Yeah.
Brad Pickett, Yves Jaboy. Bet you didn't think it was Jaboy, did you?
I didn't.
Coming out of TriStar, how could you not know that? Huge win for everybody's huge on Jaboy from TriStar. He's fighting a guy out of American Top Team and Brad Pickett. Jaboy, he's a real explosive, amazing skilled fighter. He's coming off a little win streak. Brad Pickett's lost to Henna Brown. He's beat Damasio Page. I think he's a credible guy. For my money here, I've got to go with Brad Pickett. I think he's just got a little bit too much experience. He's got a slight edge there for me. However, it wouldn't surprise me to see Jaboy win by knockout. That wouldn't surprise me either. I think this is a pick-em fight. As close to pick-em as you can get.
It is really close. But again, Brad Pickett's been in there and fought much tougher competition, in my opinion.
Right.
Ivan Minjar, you mentioned Henan Barrow,
There's
Scott Jorgensen.
Scott Jorgensen, all tough guys.
He's fought a legit list of people. I like Brad Pickett to win, and I'm not just going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, how I like him to win. I think he's going to win rear naked choke.
Brad Pickett,
rear naked choke.
Interesting. There's a slew of rear nakeds down Wikipedia. Is that where you were looking?
What?
Wikipedia. If you look at his record, Rear naked.
Oh yeah, no,
choke.
he loves a choke. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, of
I love
course.
it.
Come on, dude.
I love this fight. Brad Pickett. Don't put your money on it though. Pick a fight. Stay away from it.
I wouldn't.
Gotta stay away from it.
Touch that with anybody's money.
Here's a I actually love this co-main event. Great for the hometown people. Amir Sadallah, Dan Hardy. I love. I'm a big fan of Amir Sadallah.
Yeah.
Incredibly technical.
My homie, by the way.
That's your boy.
Yeah.
From way back, man.
Yep.
He's had some mixed success as of late. He's had to deal with some injuries, some weight cut issues. Hardy's a hometown guy coming off a huge win. The same Bang Ludwig who beat Amir Sadallah. I think Hardy's got some heavy hands. I think he can find his spots. I like Hardy just at the hometown. I mean, again, you may misconstrue that as going with chalk, but I think he just came off a big win. I think he's going to find a home for that left hook. It's eventually going to slow down Amir Sadallah. I see that's just the way it's going to go. I'm going with Dan Hardy in this one.
You know, I can't disagree with you. We bring it up a few times on this show, and so much is talked about Dan Hardy's 4-fight losing streak in the UFC. And let me just run those names by you. He lost to GSP.
Right.
No shame in that. Lost to Carlos Condit.
Hello?
Yeah, I mean, no shame in that. He lost in Anthony Rumble Johnson, who you could talk about all he wants. That dude is a UFC talent. He has weight issues. He's
a UFC talent, and he's about 30 pounds heavier than Dan Hardy.
He struggles making weight, but he's a beast. That guy is a beast. Absolutely. And you could just tell by what he's done outside of the organization.
Absolutely.
And then Chris Lytle. Okay, he probably should be Chris Lytle, but I'm just saying it's not like he's losing the guy.
I disagree. Chris Lytle's a
stud. Love Chris Lytle,
yeah.
But if you want to be relevant in a weight class, you got to be guys like Chris Lytle.
Just think of those 4 names you name off. Just think about the experience and in the record alone.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Those guys.
I mean, so many people are just, I can't believe. We've even said it. Why the UFC keeps this guy around? He's lost 4 in a row, and then I got to thinking, I'm like, man, those are 4 pretty legit dudes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like just anybody's in there
No.
smashing this guy up. With that being said, I love Dan Hardy in this fight. Big Amir Sadallah fan, but I think Dan Hardy's gonna win KO. As much as I love Amir Sadallah, the guy has just been too inconsistent in his UFC career, and I think Dan Hardy, I think he's going to win.
Especially as of late. I like that pick too.
Yeah.
Takes us to the main event. Stefan Struve, Stipe Miocic. I've been huge on Miocic all year. He's been my horse to go all the way. I like a Division I wrestler with Golden Glove hands. I think it's just a brilliant combination. Struve, he's dangerous. He's got dangerous guard. I mean, he's got incredibly long legs. For me, he's been a little inconsistent. Just the whole fighting tall thing. Sometimes I like to stand and bang. Sometimes a guy will close the distance. I mean, it's kind of a crapshoot for me when it comes to Stefan Struve. That said, I think Miocic, he's just been my pick since the beginning of the year. I like his chances. He'll close the distance. He's going to find a home somewhere for that right hand, and I believe that's the way it's going to go down.
Yeah,
Stipe,
we're running out of time, so I'll make this quick. Stefan Struve, very solid, very quick. Good jiu-jitsu and transitions for a guy that's 7 feet tall. And he keeps saying this is a big step up in competition for Miocic. It is. It definitely is. But let me tell you, Struve, it's a bit of a step. I mean, this guy is a monster. I like Miocic in this fight.
Yeah.
KO.
Yeah, I like both of these guys. It's a big step up for both guys.
It is,
really.
yeah. And
it's great.
I would not be surprised if within the next year or so we see Miocic fighting for a title, or at least throwing his name in there.
Wouldn't surprise me either. That takes us to the final. My favorite segment, Take It to the Book. I went 4-1 last week on a 5-legger. I know that doesn't do anything on a 5-legger, but 4-1 is 4-1.
4-1. Might as well have gone 0-for-5.
4-1. It's 4-1. And
well.
I will do at least one pick better than you this week.
Doubt
Stipe Miocic, Dan Hardy, Paul Sass, John Hathaway. That is my 4-legger. Yes, they're all favorites. Paul Sass is about as close to a pick'em as you can get. That pays out about 4-1.
I got Shea Mills, minus 195, Dan Hardy, a minus 200, and Stipe Miocic, minus 190. And if you're feeling froggy, you Aztec fans out there, go ahead and pick the over because their defense sucks. So that's all I got.
Beautiful. Check us out, Pound for Pound Sports on Facebook, at Nick PFP Sports.
I'm at Darren PFP Sports.
Praise be to the Most High. That ain't no lie. Catch you guys next time. Peace.
Cheers.